Hey everyone, it's Liz, the Frugal Libertarian from frugallibertarian.com. And today I have a Dollar Tree haul to share with you. I haven't been going to Dollar Tree as much as I have in the past for one big reason. My husband and I are sharing a car. And we do not live in an area where public transportation is really easily accessible nor consistent. So when he's working, I don't get to leave the house. And there are days that he works a 12-hour shift and I don't get to leave the house. So I haven't actually been, that's why you haven't seen a ton of haul videos coming from me lately, because I don't get to leave the house as much as I used to, which is both good and bad. But I needed a bunch of stuff because I want to have all of our gifts that get shipped out in the mail on this upcoming Monday. And I needed the stuff to ship things. I needed wrapping things. I also have some gifts that are being given out next week, so I need wrapping for them. I tend to also be a person who's paranoid, especially right now when I don't have my car and I can't go out when my husband's not home. I get a little paranoid that I'm gonna run out of stuff while I'm in the middle of wrapping and I'm not gonna be able to finish wrapping, or I'm not gonna be able to finish packaging, or whatever it is that I'm doing. So I kinda figured, I've got the time, I've got the car, I'm gonna run, go to Dollar Tree, grab some Christmas stuff and come home. And I ended up spending more time in Dollar Tree because I found more stuff that I grabbed. So I'm gonna start with that so I can show you, and some of it is holiday and some of it is not. I saw this regular washi tape, which is like a pinky sparkle and a golden sparkle, and this is the first time I've seen washi tape in this specific Dollar Tree, so I was thrilled about that. And then I found this and I'm like, it's Star Wars, and it's technically, they call it I'm trying to, what to say, just tape set. It's washi. It's if you, here, let me hold it up. You can see it's got like the name, it's got the different prints on it, so it looks like little stormtroopers. I saw that, and they had, by the way, they had Star Wars, I think they had Finding Dory, I know they had Frozen, and I know they had Paw Patrol, because I debated getting Frozen and Paw Patrol for two of my nieces just for fun. And then I thought about it, I'm like, they're not going to do anything with it. They're not going to think it's cool like I do. So I just grabbed the one for me, and I'm like, I came home and I showed my husband, like, Star Wars, and it's watching. I was so excited. So I think this is like the coolest thing I bought. So happy. And there were quite a lot of these and the other characters at my Dollar Tree. So you probably will be able to find this at your Dollar Tree if this is something you have a kid that's into it, or if you're doing planning and you're like, I'm still starting to get into it. I'm not too consistent with it yet, but I'm still doing it or trying to do it. If you have a kid who's like that, oh my gosh, or you have an adult who's like me and my husband and just thinks it's awesome. Like, I'm looking at this, like, I can have an entire week that's like nothing but Star Wars in my planner, and that would be just freaking awesome. This little Finding Dory, and it's one of those washcloths that is condensed into the packaging. When you open it, you make it wet, it gets big. And I got this, they call it a magic towel. Magic. I got this for my son, not because my son has seen Finding Dory, because he hasn't, because he doesn't, we don't watch children's TV with him. But because of the character, and I'm not sure exactly that character's name, but it's the octopus. My son got from his grandmother for, I don't even remember what, I think it was Halloween. I can't even remember which holiday it was, or if it was just a visit. But she gave him this like little pen thing that had this character on it, and he pushes the button and it talks, and he loves that thing, and he just carries it around the house, hitting it and making it say its catchphrases over and over again. So I was like, you know what, he might get excited, and when it's a washcloth, we can just use it when he has a bath. I bought Scotch tape, 3M shipping tape. Now the reason I'm showing these to you is these are the actual name brand products that Dollar Tree gets, and they often have them in the store on a regular basis. It's not something that's just exclusive to the holidays. But because they're the actual brand name, they're actually really good quality tape, especially the shipping tape, the 3M shipping tape. I've bought the Dollar Tree generic, their brand shipping tape, and it doesn't work very good. It's hard to roll, it's hard to cut, it kind of peels, it's really thin. I just don't like it. And this was the last roll of the 3M that I found in their store, because I wasn't sure if I had another roll here in the house or if the one that I'm already using that's almost empty was the last one I had. And like I said, I want to get everything out in the mail on Monday, so this was the important thing to find, and this was the last one they had. And then I actually have quite a lot of the Scotch tape, but it's one of those things like I go in and it's like, well, I'll just get more just in case. So I got more just in case. So I got these for myself, which are Andy's Creme de Menthe Thins. They're bigger than like the ones that you get in the big box. The reason I bought these is a little bit of a nostalgia. My grandfather, my pop-pop, loved these, and he passed away when I was very little. I was in first grade when he passed away. And I have a bit of nostalgia for him every time I have one. They are Bob's Sweet Stripes. They're basically candy canes, but they're not rock hard. They're soft. They're not so soft that it's like a chewy gummy. It's like the perfect mixture of hard and soft. I don't even know how to describe them. They are fantastic. And I've only seen them now. I've saw them at Walmart in a box, and then Dollar Tree sells them in these bags. It's like an addiction. Like, I can't stop eating these things. They're $1. They were actually, the box of them was $1 at Walmart as well. So if you don't have a Dollar Tree near you, but you've got a Walmart, you can run and try to grab these and see what I'm talking about, because they are phenomenal. And it's not very frugal of me, but I bought 3 more of these. They are garlands, and they're just, you know, inexpensive faux tree garlands. I put them on our front steps. Our front steps don't go straight, they curve around. So we have one of the iron railing is really long, and then the other one is short. And that's why I buy 3. I put the one that's short gets its own garland, and then the big longer side gets 2. What I said was, it's not very frugal of me. If you can see from me speaking, this is something I have done before. And I do it every year. I put up the garland with, which I also bought 2 of, a bow at the ends of the railing. It's not frugal of me because every single year the same thing happens, which is I task my husband to take it down, usually because there's snow and ice on top of it, and he throws it somewhere in our garage, or he throws them away. I don't even know, because I have no clue where they go after that. We probably, when we move and start clearing out our garage, we're probably gonna find like 6 sets of this, of the bows and the garland. I continue to indulge myself because it's $5 for the decoration. I really like the way it looks. And like I said, I have no clue where previous years have gone. It's just lost to the black hole that is my garage. I got these little guys. They're small little red bows, and they attach, if you look, with little twist ties. We have here, this is actually our dining room. It's a multi-purpose room. It's our dining room. I'm actually sitting at the table. It's my office, and as you can see, it's our library. But this room actually has a chandelier up above me. And every year I take the little bows and I put one on each of the candles of the chandeliers. We've been living here, geez, we moved in this will be our 10th holiday season in this house. So the ones I've been using on there have been falling apart in like the last couple of years. So I figured I would replace them with new ones. I'm not one of those people who's like super into decorating for holidays. I'm not. The only holiday that gets decorated in this house is Christmas, Hanukkah. And even that is not as decorated as other people. But anyway, I got these gift bags, which are little elves, and they're like the perfect size for a couple of gifts that I'm giving out. Sorry. Have your elf a Merry Little Christmas. I got some really tiny bags in case we have tiny stuff. It has a Santa, and then a deer, and then, hold on, a Christmas penguin. Because penguins, you know. Oh wait, that was that movie. Which one was it? It was one of the claymation movies. Is that Santa Claus is Coming to Town? Yes, it is. Where they had the Christmas penguin. That's why there's a penguin. See, I know. Favorite Christmas movie? Leave it in the comments. Mine is a toss-up between two. One that I haven't seen since I was a child and watched it on VHS. And the other that me and my sister and one of my cousins are just like obsessed with. And the one that I haven't seen since I was a child is The Life and Times of Santa Claus, which is like, if you've never seen it, it is claymation gold. It's like they bestow upon Santa the mantle of immortality, and it's like this whole table discussing Santa's life and deciding if he's worthy of the mantle of immortality. And like there's like the, all I remember is the guy who's the wind, who's like this pointed looking guy who's like a dark gray, and then every time he talks it goes I haven't seen that since I was a kid. We taped it off of the TV. It was on a VHS tape, and we do not have a tape player anymore, and I have no clue where that tape went when I moved out of my parents' house. So I used to watch it, and it was one of my favorites because it's so weird and it's so out there and like not your typical happy Christmas movie. So I always like that. My next favorite is actually me and my sister and my cousins are obsessed with it. It is The Year Without Santa Claus, because we like Heat Miser and Cold Miser, and anything Heat Miser and Cold Miser is just awesome for us. So write down at the bottom in the comments what your favorite holiday movie is, because I think it'd be cute to see who likes what. So anyway, that's where Christmas Penguin comes from, is from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. We're giving wine out to a few people, so I needed wine bags, so I went and got these, which I thought they were kind of cute and a little more traditional looking than I normally do. The issue was a lot of the bags they had at Dollar Tree were covered in sparkle, and no matter what you do, that sparkle is going to come off. And these have like a little bit, like it's all the white, like the snow is sparkle, but it's not so much that when it comes off it's going to be a giant mess. The other ones I saw were like completely from head to toe sparkle, and I'm like, that's gonna get everywhere, so didn't buy those. We're giving away things that are small this year, so I got a few bags of these boxes. Oh, isn't that a funny saying? These bags of boxes. They're already pre-decorated, but I probably will wrap them anyway. I do tend to buy the stuff that's already pre-decorated in case I'm being lazy and decide and just slap a tag on it. But I bought two of these because it has 3 boxes in it of different sizes, and I figured that's enough for what we're doing to, you know, kind of make it work. I actually wanted to see if they had the plain ones, because usually Dollar Tree in their gift area will have plain little boxes, and they didn't have any. So that's why I went with the decoration, but I got the one that's penguin, Santa, and then this is a snowman. So I grabbed 100 of them for $1. So each one of these labels is a penny, and I thought that's great. They had other ones that were more elaborate stickers, but there were less of them to package, and I just went purely for the bargain at this point. It's a label, nobody really cares. And this one has little foxes in it. There's a couple, let me see if I can hold it up. You can see there's like little foxes. It had a fox on it. We really like foxes. We had a family of foxes living near us a few years ago. There was a mama and a bunch of little pups, and they're so cute. And I love the foxes, so we got that. I wasn't totally out of tissue paper, but I was out of colored tissue paper. So I got these two, which this one is Jingle 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 along the top, and then it has different colors throughout. And then the rest of it, it says Jingle Jingle Jingle, and then it says All the Way underneath. And then this one is little light bulbs with then the colors underneath as well. And it says Merry and Bright over and over and over again on that one. I have white, which I'll probably end up using with some stuff, but I wanted colored paper just in case I wanted to use it as wrapping itself or in gift bags so that it looks more fancy. Dollar Tree has Griswold Family Christmas paper, and it has little Chevy Chases, it has the RV, it has the squirrel. It has all the different things on it from the movie. I was so excited to see that. I actually took a picture of it while I was in the store and texted it to my sister going, oh, they have this at Dollar Tree! So we started on Star Wars. We're ending on Griswold Family Christmas. I'll just call it that. It's just easier to call it that now. So that was my decorating awesomeness candy wrapping haul. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Leave me your favorite Christmas movie in the comments so we can all discuss and see if there's any of them that you have that are kind of out there like mine is, because I just think it's cool when you find out things that are kind of, I don't know, different, when people like things that are a little weird. I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. So anyway, I will talk with you soon. Have a great day. Bye.